So this is my analysis for my own benefit, uploaded publicly for date keeping purposes. So Russell 2000 goes back to 1988. So we'll go ahead and look at some of the structure that it made just to verify that what I'm seeing actually looks good. So this here was a full 50% retracement. This from here to here was also a 50% retracement. This here to here, oops, sorry, bottom here to here was almost a 100% retracement. Now this from here to here was a 50% retracement on the monthly and the weekly. If I go to the weekly, drop down here, and then up to here, full 50% retracement in every instance. So what we had as well was this imbalance here that was filled on the weekly time frame. So filled on the weekly, and it actually also filled a monthly inefficiency. So this is the weekly. I expect price to move up at least into this candle, but I don't think this candle is going to hold. So I'll go to the monthly. Long term, I'm definitely thinking a higher high. So here is an efficiency that we filled there on the monthly. So full fill, all of this is balanced. There is some imbalance down here, but that's kind of far out. Structure is keeping number one. This was a sell to buy. Again, the fib play. Now we are beginning to accumulate. Also, just a general retest of this region. This is a sell to buy here too. So Russell 2000, I'm expecting 2,500 in the future. We'll go to my Medicorp or Medtronic play. So Medtronic is down from all-time highs by at least 20%. So it peaked over 130, dropped below 100. So we are down over that threshold of 20%. And we can see here, so we had this mitigation with this candle. So this is a high to a low to a high to a low, a high here, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and a higher high. So the body closure, if we change this to a line chart, we can see high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Now, I don't think that this is necessarily a break of structure. I think that this is more of a long, and that this can just be viewed as one giant leg to the upside here. It's been in an uptrend since its inception. So long term, I am trying to buy. And we can see here that we actually had this sell to buy mitigated with this sell to buy. Then if we go to the 4 hour, we can see this is my area of interest here. So this is why I am actually buying where I'm buying. So this was the low that swept these lows out and mitigated this candle all the way back here. This has been untapped until now. So we actually tapped into it pretty much perfectly. And we swept out these lows. We also have all of this trend line liquidity being built up, people trying to sell. So this was all generated liquidity. And now I think that we could target new highs. Also, we can see this. So structurally speaking, we had this like this here, 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 accumulation, broke above, filled inefficiency here. But this is a long-term play. I'm going for new highs. So we are buying at a discount. You can see the break of structure on the daily too. So going for discount prices, we're buying in discount. And then another play that I'm in is Pepsi. So this will be the last thing that I talk about. The date is 7/11/23. So on Pepsi, we're in a super clear uptrend. We did hit the 50% with this test here. We also hit the 61.8. We might come down into this order block potentially. However, we were riding off of the 21-day EMA on the weekly. Monthly, we filled inefficiency with this candle. Daily time frame, we started to trade back above the 21. Now we're below it, but it looks like we're accumulating. And you can see we had this break of structure here. So this should hold this order block here. This is all one order block, and we're currently trading inside of it. Earnings are in like a day. So what is this? Headlines. So headlines, earnings. So earnings is in 2 days, July 13th. So we will see when that happens. So not tomorrow, but the day after. We'll see what kind of candlestick we get. I'm hoping to play in earnings where we get a good move to the upside. Can see if earnings are good. It usually gaps up. They've been beating earnings. So following earnings reports, we have generally traded higher. Here we did trade lower, but it's usually a catalyst to push us up if we get good earnings. And you guys, we can see that here. This earnings. So it was a positive surprise. This one, I believe, would just be expected positive earnings. So every time there's positive earnings, it tends to go up, but just long term, it tends to go up. I just want to use this as a catalyst because not every time does it work out to where, earnings gives it that boost. But from a technical perspective, we look like we are going to price in a higher price unless we come back down into here, but I don't necessarily anticipate that. So those are my current plays. That's my analysis, and that is all.